Well, we know this won't be a typical Thanksgiving, but we also know there's a minefield of etiquette issues to navigate out there surrounding the holidays. So for that, we've got to call in our expert, Diane Gottsman. Diane, good to talk to you as always.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving week. You know, my favorite visits with you are the visits where you share the questions you've received. So we got a nice fresh batch of Thanksgiving etiquette questions today. I'm just going to dig right in and start asking, and we'll just see how far down the list we get.
So how do I tell my good friend that I've changed my mind about attending her Thanksgiving dinner? And she's already said yes. My partner says it would be terribly insulting to change the plans on such notice, but I disagree. So it's not going to be insulting because they will understand. Now, you have to do it today, not Thanksgiving morning, but sooner than later. And, you know, things change moment to moment. So if you're going to do it, but do it now. And it's okay if you do it. You know, we all should be compassionate and understanding right now.
Yeah, that is in short supply right now. So hopefully everyone just extends a little grace to everyone else. But obviously, smaller gatherings are the order of the year, so that shouldn't be such a big deal. Here's another question. Can I ask my sister-in-law if there'll be anyone at her home this year we aren't familiar with? I don't want to be around strangers during the pandemic and would prefer not to be surprised. I would think every gathering we need to know who's going to be at the dinner this year.
The short answer to this is absolutely. And just ask, just like this person who was emailing, that was the perfect script. I just want to make sure I know you understand, and you know, we're already a little bit cautious, so I just want to make sure that we're all in agreement. And are there going to be any surprise guests? That's it. And they'll say yes or no, and then you decide from there.
Easy enough. Okay, next level here. What if someone at Thanksgiving appears to be sick once we get there? Should I say something? I've heard through my mom, my niece is getting over a bad flu, not COVID, but I don't want to take any chances with my young children. Can I come right out and ask if she's over it?
Yeah, you know, that's tough. And yes, just say, you know, I'm checking on Sarah. How is she doing? They will tell you. And the second part to this question, and I'm getting this a lot, what happens if I get someplace, and this would be Thanksgiving as well, and someone is sick? So I don't condone fibbing, but, you know, if you have a sudden emergency because somebody is hacking and coughing, you've got to go, And you can tell, or you can tell your host, you know, very discreetly and politely, it just looks like there's somebody, you know, or a couple of people here that are coughing and I'm just really uncomfortable. I hope you understand. You notice I keep using this word understanding, and I think that's the operative word for right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't grab your green bean casserole. Just leave that for everybody and then you go. Don't be that guy.
Leave everything behind, yes.
Yeah, here's one, Diane. I pretty much know how you're going to do this, but I just want to tee this one up for you. My husband thinks it'd be funny to wear his politically themed shirt to our 2020 holiday dinner. My father is going to flip. I'm certain it'll cause some big issues. Are there any suggestions to keeping the peace?
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know my answer, and that's a big hard no. So skip the T-shirt. It's already going to be volatile and it's going to be tedious. So this time, take the attention off of you and put it on the turkey.
Absolutely. Where it should be every Thanksgiving. I mean, come on, that's a guest of honor there. How about this one? I have a small family. I would like to invite my two elderly neighbors. They have a grandson who'll be coming to their home for Thanksgiving rather than flying home to another state. I would prefer to leave him off the guest list, but I don't want to be rude. Should I be upfront or skip the invite completely? I would imagine this is an all or nothing proposition.
It is. And, you know, they actually called me after I received that email. The person who sent that email called me, and they're just perplexed. They don't know what to do. They want the couple to come, but not the grandson. So, you know, I say if they're comfortable offering a meal to them, say, listen, may I bring you a couple of plates and your grandson and drop it at the door? That's better than inviting the couple who probably don't want to come anyways and leave their grandson behind. You know, just skip it this time and take something if they want it, if they say yes, and if not, wait a couple of months.
Yeah, and we've heard that this season. That's better anytime, just dropping off food for people, especially someone who might be a little older, a little more vulnerable. That's a great way to do it. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And don't forget to check in,
though.
So, you know, these people who are alone, make sure that you're calling and checking in on them, even if it's not Thanksgiving, if it's the day before or after, just to say hello.
Yeah. No, that's very good advice. And it gets kind of to these Zoom gatherings, to the extent everyone can handle that technology. Are they more hassle when you have to set it up and then pay attention to your virtual guest rather than spending time around your table? That kind of gets to what you're saying about making sure everyone's included, even if they can't be there.
Right. And if you want to set up a laptop and put grandma or grandpa or Aunt Edna at the table with you, that's great if everybody is in agreement and if Aunt Edna knows how to Zoom. But think about all the things that could go wrong, and then people have to stop and get up, and, now you're losing, you're freezing. In the best of circumstances, technology fails us. So certainly if you want to do it, do it. But you can Zoom with them anytime. And if you are the person being invited to Zoom, because we are a little bit Zoom weary often, feel free to say, I'm going to skip this invitation, but I'd like to catch up with you perhaps earlier in the day or the next day.
Absolutely. All right, we got one more. We're going to tie it all together because it's your theme. How do I handle a friend who's basically shaming me for being so careful during the pandemic? She says I'm neurotic, and we've had some harsh words about me not planning to visit her during the holidays when I'm in town. Once again, understanding, going both ways.
Yes.
Let's try to practice that.
Absolutely. You just answered that question. And this is a friend who's calling another friend neurotic. So there's name calling at its best. So I think that, certainly we have to understand we all have different comfort levels. The guidelines are there to follow or not, but it's up to all of us to keep ourselves and our families healthy. So, whatever you need to do is what you need to do and what is best for your family.
That's right. All right, Diane Gottsman, etiquette expert extraordinaire, navigating that minefield beautifully. Happy Thanksgiving, Diane, and look forward to visiting with you again soon.
Happy Thanksgiving, Dave.
All right, we'll be right back.